It's time for GMA3. Great white warning. Are fishermen putting swimmers in danger? Why one mayor on the Jersey Shore says that the beaches are becoming, quote, Jaws all over again. Solving missing person mysteries, a new series looking at unsolved cases, what the host says about finding new clues to the stories that have stumped law enforcement. Nothing to hate about Ariana Grande's new #1 album. The singer sharing new photos and videos as she is set to close out her world tour and take a step back. It's time for GMA3.
Hello, we are taking a step forward into Monday, and I'm Rebecca Jarvis.
And I'm Will Reeve alongside Gia Benitez. So glad that you would start your week with us.
That's right. Coming up here, Tori Johnson is here kicking off her Deals and Steals summer adventure accessories, including socks, apparel, sunglasses, all from small businesses, starting at just $11. She always has the best sunglasses.
She takes good care of us, and there's always something good. And there's a new podcast that takes a deep dive into the case that is captivating the nation. Luigi Mangione, accused of murdering healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. ABC News legal analyst Brian Buckmeyer is here to tell us more about it.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. But we are going to start with the wildfire emergency out west. Nearly 100 uncontained fires burning. The smoke and heat creating unsafe air to breathe throughout the region. And Kana Whitworth joins us now from the fire zone in Burbank, California. Kana, good afternoon.
Yeah, hey, so look, the deal is there's more than 30,000 firefighters right now that are battling these nearly 100 wildfires, and all this is happening amid this stifling and deadly heat wave. Right here, what you're looking at, this is the aftermath of the Walnut Fire, and so authorities are trying to investigate here. They think perhaps it started from a car crash. You can see some of the aftermath here is these burnt up hoses. They're broken. They say that once this fire started, it instantly ran up this hill. Now, these conditions have been plaguing the West. Of these 100 firefighters, nearly 50 of them are burning in Oregon and Washington alone. Evacuations are being ordered near Nevada, as well as the bug fire there has torched some 15,000 acres. In total, we're looking at more than 3 million acres burned so far. Then you have to take a look at Canada, northern Canada specifically. The wildfires there have turned deadly. The Bald Range fire in British Columbia forcing evacuations for more than 20,000 people as flames race towards homes, scorching more than 30,000 acres there. Now, you guys, the hope is that these record-setting temperatures start to dissipate by midweek. But in the meantime, millions of Americans out west will be under these extreme heat warnings at least through tonight, guys.
And hopefully they can catch a break there soon. Kana, thank you. We're going to go now to breaking news overnight. An attempted burglary at Kim Kardashian's home. And Trevor Alt is in Los Angeles with the latest. Good afternoon, Trevor.
Hey, Rebecca. So we know Kim Kardashian has been the victim of a high-profile robbery before, and we're now learning about this new incident. A suspect taken into custody over the weekend here in L.A. who allegedly broke into the reality star's home. Police responding to the home of Kim Kardashian after a suspected burglary.
That call, possible break-in at location 10 to 15 ago. State security at location caught male white adult bald, wearing glasses and a white T-shirt, leaving location in a white Lexus with items from the house, third-hand info.
Deputies with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department responded to the Hidden Hills area property Sunday afternoon after reports of a break-in in progress.
Is that white Lexus the one that's towards the back of the property?
Yeah, that's affirmative, sir. That's going to be the suspect vehicle per the informant. This location is supposedly unoccupied.
Authorities have taken a 27-year-old into custody. The investigation remains ongoing. Kardashian was not believed to be home at the time. She and her children have reportedly been staying at a nearby rental while the $60 million property undergoes renovations. And this would not be the first time Kardashian has been the target of a robbery. In 2016, 5 masked gunmen disguised as police allegedly stormed her luxury hotel suite in Paris during Fashion Week, bound and gagged her, and made off with roughly $10 million in jewelry. 8 people were found guilty in connection to that armed robbery. Investigators believe the thieves tracked Kardashian's movements through her social media posts.
People really knew my every move. They knew what I had. They knew where I was, what I was doing, you know. And that to me really changed maybe the things that I post.
After that Paris robbery, Kim Kardashian said she stopped posting her real-time locations on social media. She also said she upgraded her private security detail. We did reach out to her for comment on this new alleged burglary. We did not hear back, guys.
Yeah, it must be terrifying to live like that. Trevor, thank you so much. All right, now to the New Jersey mayor who says that his beach town is becoming a real-life version of Jaws. And he's warning swimmers who dare to go into the water to be on the lookout for sharks. And Hannah Battah is right there in Seabright, New Jersey, where the drama is unfolding, looking for sharks, Hannah.
Hey, Gio, I'm keeping an eye out with you. Good afternoon from Seabright Beach. Temperatures along the Jersey Shore are expected to hit the high 80s today. So as you can imagine, as you can see behind me, families are taking advantage of the water nearby and getting cooler by taking a dip. But as that happens, one city leader locally is cautioning those families after concerns that there could be a predator lurking closer and closer to shore.
With shark sightings up and down the East Coast, one mayor on the Jersey Shore says his town's beaches are becoming the movie Jaws all over again. Bayhead Mayor Bill Curtis tells ABC News that some fishermen have been using kayaks and drones to put bait in the waters to catch sharks, and some of that runoff is getting dangerously close to the shore.
We could end up just like the movie Jaws. They see a child swimming frantically in the water. They could easily mistake that for chum. And I do not want to have or see anyone hurt or worse, killed.
The mayor didn't specify individuals or a company responsible for the chumming, but his remarks come with the rising popularity of social media accounts like East Coast Shredders. The land fishing company's Instagram shows them catching sharks, often at night. They claim to release the sharks that are under federal protections like tiger and bull sharks. Those sharks normally extremely rare in the cooler waters of the mid-Atlantic. The mayor now hoping to enforce existing bans on surf fishing during public access hours and warn beachgoers to remain vigilant.
Because there'll always be sharks in the water. But now they may be hungry and they may be closer to shore than normal.
Now, I should note there have not been any shark attacks along the Jersey Shore so far this season. And New Jersey police say they are monitoring those social media pages for those shark fishing accounts, although they have not indicated whatsoever that anyone on those pages or posts is accused of any wrongdoing. Back to you guys.
I mean, those sharks, that's their world where they're living. All right, Hannah, thank you so much. All right, coming up here, just weeks after 16-year-old Ryder Williams saved a child from rip currents, the lifeguard is now being honored by Baywatch. That and more headlines just ahead. Right? Isn't that great? Pop News is next.
Welcome back to GMA3. Time now for Pop News with Sophie Flake.
Hey guys, good afternoon. Good to see you. We begin this afternoon with Ariana Grande celebrating her latest album. The singer is back on top of the Billboard 200 album charts, with Pedal debuting in the #1 spot. Now this is her 8th studio album and her 7th to be #1. And to celebrate, Ariana Grande took to Instagram sharing behind the scenes moments from the making of the album, simply writing "Pedal Forever." Now this good news coming after she announced she would be taking a step back from the public eye. Her brother Frankie posting a video from her show in Chicago as she wrapped up the U.S. leg of her Eternal Sunshine tour, writing, "I will have your back until the end of time. I am so proud of you and so happy for you. You are my everything, and I am so happy I was there to see you shine on this tour one last time." Up next, Ariana will close out her tour across the pond with 10 sold-out nights at the O2 Arena that kicks off this Saturday. People have just loved this tour, and I'm glad that she'll be getting a break as well.
Absolutely, she deserves it.
Yeah, definitely. And now to a very special honor for a very special teenager. It's been just 2 weeks since that dramatic video of 16-year-old Ryder Williams, a junior lifeguard, went viral after saving a 10-year-old boy from incredibly strong rip currents and 8-foot waves off the coast of Santa Cruz, California last month. Ryder's bravery was praised by everyone who saw that rescue, which was Ryder's first ever as a lifeguard. And now he is being celebrated by his TV counterparts, the new cast of Baywatch. They posted the photos with the cast and called him a real-life superhero that keeps our coastline safe. The show star Stephen Amell giving Ryder an honorary Season 1 Baywatch jacket, while the show's executive producer shared that Ryder's selflessness is what their show is all about, before thanking the teenager for reminding their cast and crew what it really means to to wear that red suit.
Well, that was such a great moment, and
Seriously.
good on them to pay it forward like that.
Definitely. Also, the wedding that turned into a Broadway showstopper when Caroline and Ethan Rogers planned that ceremony. They had no idea it would go viral, or maybe they did. Take a look as the groom and his buddies break out into song performing a beloved track from the Broadway musical Les Mis.
Beyond the barricade is there a world you long to see. Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free.
Some serious pipes on those guys. That was Do You Hear the People Sing from Les Mis, and it turns out that Ethan and his buddies performed on the national tour of Les Mis.
That explains it.
Yeah, so his
Not
wife,
so random.
Right. His wife, Caroline, explaining afterwards, this was not planned, but she forced them because, of course, everyone wanted to hear this, and we did too. So, Caroline, thank you, and congratulations to you.
Congrats.
All right.
Fun
These
night.
Kids for the win.
Yes.
There you go. All right, Sophie, you for the win too. Thank you so much.
It's been a long one.
Yeah, it really has. And coming up here on GMA3, Deals and Steals, Tori Johnson kicking off our week-long summer adventure, accessories from small businesses, and everything at least half off. That's coming up.
We are back with Deals and Steals, and Tori Johnson is here to kick off her week-long summer adventure with accessories, all from small businesses. Hello, Tori.
Hello. Okay, so I love this line. It's called I Be Cool.
I Be Cool.
And it really is cool. So you can feel the cooling in the fabric. It's a lightweight, very breathable fabric because nobody wants to wear something heavy in the heat. And they've got lots of benefits. So all of the fabric, in addition to the cooling technology, has UPF 50 sun protection built right in. They also have on the long sleeve options that mesh.
I really like this.
The mesh is incredible, right? To add a little airflow there. So we've got that top that you're touching is their best seller, that mock neck long sleeve best seller. And then you compare it with a skirt. We've got tennis dresses, a variety of tops. We've got long sleeve and short sleeve tops as well as bottoms for men. The whole collection is 50% off today.
I can see popping that over a swimsuit too,
Yes.
because it would work so nicely with the holes and everything.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
The ventilation.
Style tips from RJ included in the process. Okay, this is the breezer hat from Henschel. What I love about this is it's got that mesh ventilation as well in the crown. Then it's got sweat protection in the band. There you go. And then it's crushable like this, so it travels really well, and it instantly opens up and looks fabulous when you're ready to put it back on. Big assortment of sizes as well as different styles to choose from. These are all 50% off.
I like this because of travel too, because it's always so tough to travel with a hat and get it crushed. Okay.
Exactly. This is Invisisocks, one of the best-selling no-show socks. There's a couple like really great features that make them so popular. So first is there's a gel mesh in the heel that's going to help keep it in place. Yeah, you can feel it. Yeah, helps to keep it in place. Then the top, across the top of your foot, is designed to like just be loose fitting as opposed to like super tight and digging.
It's not crunching your foot in.
That's right. Oftentimes they're really, really tight, which is what tries to keep them in place, but then they're uncomfortable. So it's a trade-off, not with these. And then also the toe area is designed to be breathable so your toes can just move naturally. We've got all of their neutral colors, sized for men and women. You get a 3-pack for $11.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you can see that all of those things you mentioned, you can see it when it's actually stretched out on the foot.
Exactly.
Okay.
We've chosen a pair
Hooray.
of keepers for you. I get so many emails saying, there you go. It's time
Eddie likes
for the
it.
Eddie likes it. Sal gets full credit for choosing those for you.
Thank you, Sal. Well done.
Exactly. But you know what? Peepers look good with everybody, on everybody. This is the brand that Oprah originally put on the map and said that she likes to match her eyewear to her outfit. So oftentimes chooses the eyewear first, then coordinates the outfit. You can do whatever you want. We've got their blue light blockers, their bifocal sunglasses. We've got sun readers as well as readers, Huge assortment, all half price.
I wear the readers when I'm looking at my phone and books, and I love it.
This bag is adorable. So this is a little chic 3-in-1. If you use it without the strap it comes with, you hold it just like this. If you put on the short strap, you get a shoulder bag. If you put on the long strap, it looks like that one on the mannequin. So 3 bags in one with this. It's adorable. It's a durable nylon with the vegan leather trim. We also have these wallets. These from Malibu Sky are phenomenal. $14.50 to $24.50 plus free shipping on this one.
Great optionality there.
And then finally, Floopy, just so we can
just
say
love the
Floopy.
name,
I
Floopy.
know. These are really great. They're super easy to wear anywhere you're off to this summer. I love the beaded flip-flop ones because it's a little massaging footstep.
Yeah.
Great traction on the bottoms. These are just easy breezy, and today they are $17 plus from Floopy.
Free shipping. All right, thank you, Tori. We have partnered with all these companies on these great products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com, and that QR code takes you right there. Coming up here, best-selling cookbook author Caroline Chambers is here, and she is going to show us how to make a delicious dinner and make it fast.
Welcome back to GMA3. Let's get to James Longman with the latest headlines you need to know.
Thanks, guys. Here's what you need to know. A new alert about the jalapenos linked to a salmonella outbreak. Health officials are warning that some meat and poultry products may contain the recalled jalapenos. They say so far at least 345 people have got sick in 27 states. And now Taylor Farms, which is also linked to the Xylosporiasis outbreak, is pulling dozens of products with jalapenos. The recalled foods include dips, salsas, guacamole sold at grocery stores like Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's and Kroger. There were no big winners in the Powerball drawing this weekend, meaning the estimated $905 million jackpot is still up for grabs. The prize is now the 8th largest in Powerball history. The winner can choose to receive the $905 million over 30 years or take a lump sum cash option of $392 million. And Spider-Man Brand New Day has become the second fastest movie ever to reach $1 billion at the international box office, trailing only 2019's Avengers Endgame. Brand New Day now stands as the 12th highest grossing film of all time. And that's what you need to know. Back to you guys.
All right, James, thank you. And you can catch what you need to know. 2 episodes drop daily on Disney+, Rebecca.
All right, we're going to do a deep dive now into a case that is captivating the nation. ABC's 2020 just launched its True Crime Plus podcast subscription channel with a newly dropped series, Burden of Proof. Luigi Mangione, and the host is ABC News legal analyst Brian Buckmeyer, and he joins us now. Hello, Brian. It's great to see you.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
So this is a serious story. It captured so much attention around the country, but in particular here in New York, because this healthcare CEO in 2024 was murdered right on the streets of Manhattan. Tell us about the podcast and how you're looking at this differently.
Yeah, so I think from the time that we heard shots ring out in Midtown Manhattan here in New York, the country's been captivated about what's going on. But I think from a higher level, it's been about health insurance and not so much about the people involved in the story. And so I think in this 5-episode series that leads you up towards the trial, whether you've been following this case from day one or you're just jumping in, it tells you about the players in it. Luigi Mangione, Brian Thompson, who they were before they got to that fateful day, and what we've seen going forward in the case, so you're primed and ready for jury selection almost, I think, just a shy of a month from today.
What are we going to learn about this case that we might not have known before?
Who Luigi Mangione was, who Brian Thompson was, what some of the particulars were in that investigation. Because what's so interesting to me and so fun that the podcast has done is we've got Aaron Katursky in the investigation unit and all that's there. You've got this kind of storytelling of people who are able to come on, and I think you guys can appreciate this. Oftentimes you want someone to interview, they might be a little camera shy, but I think with a podcast where they're not showing their face, they're a little bit more open to speaking about what happened there. And then I get to kind of put in little fun nuggets there as well, because I do practice in the Southern District of New York. I do go and see my clients at the Metropolitan Detention Center, and sometimes Luigi walks past me and I see him there.
No kidding.
Yeah, and so sometimes we might drop in a little bit of what I see in the jails as well.
You know, what's so interesting about a story like this is that you have so many different details. There's so many stories. We've been hearing about it for a while, but you're now, because of this format, able to put it all together and help us all understand it. I bet that's what you felt just because of the podcast format.
I mean, again, I think you guys can kind of appreciate this. Oftentimes we're doing these segments, you've got got to kind of squeeze it into 30 seconds and I get someone in my ear, we got to wrap. With this platform, we get to have deeper conversations. We get to do back and forth and really dig into some of the deeper things that I can only answer for 30 or 45 seconds at a time on air.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest questions that you've been asking?
For me, it's been an interesting ride because I'm Canadian, right? And I've experienced the healthcare system in Canada, and I've been here for 19 years. So I've experienced it here on different things. My mother is a cancer survivor. My wife is going through IVF. And then so hearing Americans talk about the healthcare system and how they put that next to this tragic case where I'll have a lot of facts that suggest that this person might have committed this murder, and people being like, well, I have an opinion about healthcare. I have an opinion about Mangione. And it's interesting to be able to tell the story not just of a murder case, but how people are bringing in their opinions of the healthcare system and how that might impact even jury selection.
How would it impact jury selection, do you think?
I think it's going to be, and this is something that I've learned, again, being a kind of Canadian, everyone has, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic standpoint, some kind of impression on healthcare, whether it be positive or negative. And if you can't weed those people out, I think a lot of people, and I know you do a lot of true crime as well, are talking about jury nullification. Are people going to look at the facts of this case and just say, I don't really care? Because the last time this happened in this country was Prohibition, when they would arrest tavern owners or barkeeps, and people would say, I'm not going to convict this person. So it's interesting to me to talk to some of the supporters of Luigi Mangione and ask, like, if a person like this got on, and the evidence suggested what we all think it might suggest, what's the verdict going to be?
Was there something that surprised you, that you went in saying, okay, I think I know this case, and then you sit down to do this podcast? Was there something that just surprised you?
I think at first, when we first heard about the case, and we didn't dive into who Luigi Mangione was, my first thought was, oh, this is John Q. If you guys remember like the 2002 movie from Disney with Denzel Washington and his son can't get the heart transplant, I'm like, oh, this person has some sort of deep connection to healthcare and insurance. But then we have the opportunity to not only learn about who Luigi Mangione is, but also his family in the Baltimore, Maryland area. He traveled throughout the world and people who interacted with him and spoke as well. And you get a broader picture. I'm like, this is a very different story. This is a very different case. I'm curious as to how this will play out when the jury hears it as well.
All right. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. And you can listen to Burden of Proof, Luigi Mangione, now wherever you get your podcasts, or stream ad-free by subscribing to 2020 True Crime Plus on Apple Podcasts. Coming up here, true crime influencer Kara Chamberlain joins us to talk about the new series, Somebody Knows Something.
All right, now to a new investigation series called Somebody Knows Something. It's a great title. True crime influencer Kara Chamberlain is the host, looking at unsolved cases that have stumped law enforcement for years. She joins us now via Zoom. Kara, it is good to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You know, the whole time as we looked at this segment, I was thinking about Only Murders in the Building, because that's quite literally what you're doing right now with this. So how did you get involved with this series?
So I actually have my own survival story. I know that as this media has gone out, it's influencer, but I'm actually a survivor as well. I've worked in law enforcement in addition to that. And so I've been in the education and the media space for a while now, and then moved into the influencer space, of course, as many of us do. And Ari Mark, who is the CEO of Ample Entertainment, he actually brought this to me and said, I have this idea for a show. It's called Somebody Knows Something. Are you interested? And he and I had some conversations, and I have some standards in terms of ethicality and storytelling that I like to try to uphold. And we work together to form a show that I think is very impactful, very ethically done, and has a really great potential to help people out, help families out.
Yeah, I really like that part of this idea in particular, because there are so many people out there with unsolved cases and they just want to get to the bottom of it. What of all the cases you looked at was most intriguing to you?
Every single case, honestly, was so dear to me and so intriguing in their own ways. And I think that's why we chose every single one of these cases, is because they have captivated people's attention and they are quite mysterious. There's the very first episode, which is about a 5-month-old baby that disappears from her crib. You know, that one sticks with me as a mother every day. I think about that one. I also think about Liz Barraza, which is a little bit later in the season. It's our only homicide case, but it's caught on camera and it's still unsolved many years later. And so those two stick with me a lot, but every single one, honestly, has really made an impact on me, and the families have made impacts on me as well.
Wow. And we do have a clip from the premiere episode about that missing infant. Take a look.
Amara Kofer is a podcaster who specializes in cases that haven't been solved. Hey, Amara, I understand that you've kept some tabs on this case.
Yeah, it's just one of those cases, like, it's set with me ever since I heard it. We hear about missing children cases all the time, but it's something unique about a 5-month-old baby going missing from inside her home, in her crib, in the middle of the night. It's just something that's really, like, disturbed me.
It's like, where did she go?
Wow, that is so powerful. And you know, Kara, as a former law enforcement officer, like you were telling us, and a survivor of violent crime yourself, what do you hope the show will do for victims and their families?
I think that there's obviously a very strong call to action, a very specific purpose with this show to help these families out. My goal is just to share the mic, shine the spotlight on these cases, because it's not about me as the host, it's about these families. And so I'm hoping that every one of these families can have a little bit of peace. And ultimately, wouldn't it be amazing if 1, 2, 8 of these cases end up solved because we're getting the word back out there, we're getting people emotionally invested in these cases again, and someone remembers something, someone out there knows something, and law enforcement is able to solve these cases. That's my ultimate goal.
Yeah, and that really is. That's how it ends up happening with all of these cases. Somebody always knows something. They just got to get that information out there. Kara Chamberlain, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on this.
Thank you.
All right, and Somebody Knows Something premieres at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on Freeform, and it streams the next day on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. All right, coming up here, we are making dinner in 30 minutes or less with cookbook author Carolyn Chambers. Oh yeah, it looks good. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to GMA3. If you are looking for a quick and delicious dinner that you can get onto the table in 30 minutes or less, you are in the right place and you are with the right person.
Yes, you
This
are.
is Caroline Chambers, and she has a whole new cookbook full of ideas called What to Cook When You Don't Feel Like Cooking.
Oh, I love that.
Make it fast.
Make it fast.
We call that the Will Reeve in the kitchen story.
I will get you a copy.
I'd like it signed, and I'm going to make all of them. But first, we're going to make one right here. It's a dish that is perfect for summer. Corn and basil pasta salad
So good.
with chicken, and the sauce is what really brings the flavor. Please put us to work. What do we have?
All right, everything in, and I'll do the talking.
Cool.
Okay, so we have taco seasoning. Taco seasoning is one of my favorite shortcuts in the kitchen because it has all the chili powder, the cumin, it has everything in it already. So we then are also using chipotles. These are spicy, so if you're feeding spice haters, take the seeds out. So Karen kind of crushed those up for me already, but they come in the can as like whole peppers. You can take them out. But this is just, and I want of course, the mayonnaise in there. The mayonnaise is crucial.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I was doing that.
You're on full duty, bro.
You know what I was going to do? I was going to get the mayonnaise and brush it on the corn.
We are going to do that. We're going to do that. So we're going to whisk up this
I'll work
sauce.
on the whisking.
Yeah, we're going to whisk up this sauce.
Monitor Geo.
And then
problematic.
this is a what to cook when you don't feel like cooking, like this is in our lifeblood. This is one of our main things. If you make a dressing or you make a sauce, use it in 2 places. Use it as your marinade, and then also use it as your sauce. So we are
this is why you cook these together.
This is why you cook these together. So you can either grill this if you have the time, or make it fast.
Oh, I was whisking it, and you have you have more. So
well, you know,
I thought I was helping.
That's showbiz, baby.
Well, we're a mess in the
showbiz, baby. All right, so we're using this like mayonnaise mixture as instead of oil on the corn.
Yeah.
So you can grill it or you
Why
can just
instead of
roast
oil?
it because it's delicious.
Okay. Mayonnaise
is eggs and oil. So like why not, go to the good stuff. All right, and then nobody freak out. This has not touched any raw chicken yet.
Okay.
Now we brush it on the raw chicken. If I was,
Well, and then you like don't want to double it, but you double it. You do your thing.
Sure.
All right.
Could you marinate the chicken in that, or is that antithetical to the 30 minutes or less type of thing?
Exactly. So the book has all these tips called extra. Are you guys laughing at the word antithetical
I'm laughing
there?
at the
I like
statistics. Like,
I like
is it put it over? It's
antithetical.
Like, is it 31 minutes?
Entirely antithetical.
That's a different.
So there are all these tips called Make It Fast. Or, excuse me, called Extra.
Right.
And those are like marinate the chicken overnight, and that will be like a little more delicious.
Okay.
But we're not letting great get in the way of good here.
Perfect.
So you cook this.
Really
How long are we
delicious
cooking
food.
this?
We are cooking this in the oven for like 20 minutes.
And then we're mixing it
Roast
together.
your corn, or you can grill it if you've got a little extra time. And then in the meantime, Rebecca's been over here just boiling pasta.
Boom.
And all of this can go in. So we've got our
I love a
corn.
mixture of arugula with my pasta.
Me too.
It's great.
And the corn, how good is
And
the
if you
chicken?
want to skip the pasta, you can. It's a really delicious just with the chicken and the corn and the arugula, and then it's a great salad.
Some cheese?
You do all of it.
Okay.
All of it.
Fire away.
Tons of basil.
Yum.
If you have a garden full
While they mix that
herbs, you can do
up,
parsley
this
and
is
stuff.
your third cookbook, and your recipes are all great. What sort of recipes did you focus on for this one?
So this kind of takes all my learnings from writing the newsletter, What to Cook We Don't Feel Like Cooking, in the first book, and basically everyone was only cooking the really short, super fast recipes, because that's the only thing people have time for.
Right.
Like you get home at the end of the day, you're
Tired,
exhausted,
you're busy, yeah.
whether it's kids or it's work or whatever, you're tired, you're busy, so the keepers, the recipes you come back to over and over are those really fast ones. So this is, every single recipe in the book takes under 30 minutes to cook. And
This is so delicious, by the way.
Sauce. It's delicious, right?
It's so good. It's so good.
So every recipe in the book is a complete dinner. So it's a complete dinner. It's the sides, it's the starch, it's the protein, it's the veg, it's everything.
this one?
So this
is what I
is
really
called,
want.
Yeah, now you guys got to talk about
this
that.
is
I'm so
my-
far away from the food.
You are.
There you
this
go,
is,
Will.
Here.
I
Hold
want
on.
the thank you.
This
but
is,
Here you go.
this is
I wanted the other one,
the
but this is fine.
unstuffed.
That's very hot.
So good.
You don't want to hold a hot cast iron?
Not really.
This is my
Gio, my friend.
unstuffed
Thank you.
peppers.
Oh,
So it's got
so good.
couscous in it. It's got tomatoes, veg, meat. It's like a really hearty, cozy.
Unstuffed peppers are my favorite.
Unstuffed peppers.
We make it like, I don't know, twice a week.
Okay, well now you have a new version to make.
Mhm.
This is the new version for you. It's so good. So it's chopped up peppers. Bell peppers are so good for you. So it's just a really cozy, healthy, but also,
And you always
tons
make
of
it in a
cheese,
skillet.
plenty of cheese.
Can you make it in anything else other than a skillet?
Yeah, you could totally make it in a baking dish, but most of my recipes are one pot, one pan things. So this entire thing comes together in the one
You
skillet.
just nail it in the cast iron.
You
and
just
then
nail
there
it.
you
This
go.
is also,
Cast iron.
there's swaps and everything. And I
Yes.
like that you make it so whatever's in the refrigerator,
Yes.
whatever's in the kitchen, you can do.
Yes, I am very big. I was a COVID baby as a internet recipe person. So I'd been a freelance recipe developer, but during COVID, I started a newsletter called What to Cook We Don't Feel Like Cooking. And so swaps were like my thing. You didn't want to go to the grocery store. You wanted to use what you had. And it has stayed really my thing. So swap in whatever you have. Use zucchini and squash instead of the peppers. This would be delicious with steak. So I give you lots of ideas for how to use what's already in your house.
And I love it when you show up in my inbox with those big
too.
ideas.
I love showing up in your
Yay.
inbox.
I've got to subscribe.
Okay, yeah, I'll subscribe you after this.
I often don't feel like cooking, but I love doing it.
I know.
Having done it, I
I
guess
know.
should say.
It feels really good, and it's something to feel proud of, and so that's what I hope these recipes will do for
Well,
people.
you too can make food this delicious
Yes,
here
you
if you
can.
follow the recipes that you can get on GoodMorningAmerica.com and in Caroline's new cookbook, which comes out tomorrow. And we will be right back.
Thank you. You're the best. You are.
All right, great start to the week.
Yes.
Thank you
Have
for
a
watching.
great day, everybody.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.